Yo, what's up, fellow handsome Apex Legends enjoyers? I've got a bit of a banger here for you today if you're wanting to juice out a little bit more performance in your game. Sadly, it is at the cost of some of the game's visuals, but if you think my game is looking alright, then you have no problem. I sort of got this idea from a video config file that I found while having a little degen sesh scrolling through some Discord servers, but some of the settings were a little bit weird, so I made some tweaks of my own, and I'll have all of the video configs down in the description below. Also, I feel like I need to say this early, but when you import the video configs, you need to make sure that it's on read only and also has the correct resolution in the CFG, which I will show later in the video. Also, I would really appreciate a like on the video if you find it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And I also post topical Apex videos and gameplay videos and tutorials like this, so yeah, if that's something that interests you, please drop me a sub. Alright, so if you don't want to bother with sorting out a config, then I'm just going to show you my in-game settings. We've got full screen, 1610, 1728 by 1080, 61% brightness, 110 field of view, disabled, minimal, disabled VSync, enabled, 0, disabled, none, very low, billionaire, disabled, low, low, disabled, 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 and then everything low is disabled here. And that is it just for the in-game video settings. So in this config, the only thing you're really losing is some of the shadows. The shadows that you keep are going to be some of the embedded ones into the map, so like this, these sort of shadows here, but you won't have player shadows on. So if you look at this dummy, it doesn't have any shadows on, but if I change, if I hit apply, you're going to get the shadows back, and you get some more like world shadows and stuff. But you do actually gain like quite a bit of FPS. I know you didn't see mine change, but that's because I'm in the firing range and I'm capped FPS right now. But it definitely takes some load off of your graphics card and can give you more frames, especially when a lot of shit's going down. It doesn't dip quite as hard when using it. For me at least, this is like a substantial 20 to 40 FPS boost depending on what's going on and what I'm looking at. I don't think I'd be able to consistently play over 200 FPS without disabling shadows, so it definitely does give me a little bit of an edge. Alright, on to config number 2. There's definitely a difference with anti-aliasing and texture filtering. I can really see it here. This was the config that I found in Discord that was claiming to have the best performance. I think the next config should actually be better because anti-aliasing is going to use some of your GPU power. And to be honest, I think it looks kind of blurry. I'm not sure if it's that great. But maybe you like it. I'm still gonna have it in the description since this is what inspired me to make this video and is potentially the best video config. And also, the texture streaming budget is on none, which is like the biggest change really. This is what I like to call Play-Doh mode. So like my heirloom looks like trash, my gloves look like trash, my gun looks like trash. Enemy models actually seem to have not really changed. Ah, no, they have. It does look a little bit Play-Doh mode. We look at the knees there. There's just like the yellow on the knees. You can tell it's so blurred out. But this should give you like juiced performance. So this is the second config I've got for you. I am interested to hear what you guys think of the difference between this config and then the one I'm about to show you. Please let me know down in the comment. Alright, this is the third and final config. This is basically the same as the first one, except the texture streaming budget is set to none. I think this actually looks way clearer after just restarting my game and choosing this one. This looks way clearer than the second one. So maybe you do actually get a little bit of a performance increase from the last one, or maybe not. I don't know, but this definitely looks better to me. This is what I'm going to recommend to you if you want to juice the most amount of frames out. I think logically this would be the easiest to run out of the three, since the second one has anti-aliasing on it. I cannot super glide today. Like, I hit one there, but oh my god, it's I'm struggling with the movement. I will be sticking to config 1, I'm pretty sure. I much prefer having texture streaming budget on very low than none, because Play-Doh mode is not really it. This looks so much better. It does take more performance for sure, but again, it depends on what your needs are, what your current FPS is, and what you want to try and hit, what setup you've got, etc. So use the configs accordingly. I am also gonna quickly show you how to add the config and make sure it's read only, and check your resolutions here. So if you go to your search bar, I can respawn, Apex, local, and then you want to drag your video config in here. And then make sure that the name is videoconfig.txt and no spaces, nothing after it, otherwise it will just create a new one for you. So open it up and make sure we've got default res. So this is your width. Mine's 1728, yours might be 1920 or 2560 or whatever it is. And then the height, mine is 1080 because 1080p. So you just want to make sure that those values are right. If you're unsure, just go in Apex and check your video tab and see what your resolution is there, and then come back and add it here. That should be it. Also, setting.gamma is your brightness. So if you want to change that, that is how you do that. And after you've changed it, you want to hit save, exit, right click on video config, properties, and then tick read only and apply. This way, if you change a setting in the game, or you launch the game, nothing in there will be changed. So if you launch the game, you change a setting, then you close the game, reopen it, it will default back to whatever the video config was, and it will not write whatever changes you made in game to the video config. So that is why we use read only. And then you are good to go, ladies and gentlemen.